The Witcher 3 is getting a free remaster, and with it is coming official console mod support. So in this video, I'll be talking about what that exactly means and what mods I think will be coming to console. Now, this bet has been confirmed by the CD Projekt Red head of communications, Fabian Dola here, who has noted what exactly is going to be coming with the remaster version of The Witcher 3. It's cross-platform mod support. Now, this is something I've made a few videos about over like a year ago, and this will be supported on Mod.io. Now, this is the platform that Baldur's Gate 3 uses for their mods and console mods, as well as it does have to get approved and tested by Larian. I also do make mods for Baldur's Gate 3, and I do have mods that are on console, so I know a bit about the process that goes into it, and I think this will be somewhat similar here. So due to some regulations that Sony does have, and I think they are dropping, they do have to either have mods that don't have any external assets on PlayStation 5, or they have to be tested, like in Larian's case with Baldur's Gate 3. But I have looked around the Red Kit, which is the modding toolkit for The Witcher 3, and I've been looking at potentially making some mods for The Witcher 3, so if there's anything you guys would like to see, just let me know in the comments. But I will be covering some mods that I do think are likely to come as well. But this update is quite huge because not only do we get the console mod support here and cross mod support for all like PC players as well, we're getting new animations and they look very crisp. There's also some UI improvements, HDR improvements. The graphics obviously are looking amazing if you've seen that. But a huge thing too is they are reworking the skill tree, and this is something that a lot of mods actually provided support for. So I'm wondering if it's similar to some other game developers and they took pieces of that. But there's also updated textures, new quest tracking, path tracing for PC players, which is amazing graphically, improved ray tracing, and that's something that is on consoles and PC currently. There's also going to be new shading. DLSS 4.5 is more so for PC. I know a lot of people are excited for FSR to be supported, and also the PS5 Pro will be supported. Another thing is, roads will no longer get stuck in trees, hopefully. And all of this will be coming September 29th with an already packed September. This is a huge update. It is free for everyone. And on top of that, they're giving away the 2 DLCs for free. So you get that included with the remaster and everyone gets a free upgrade to the remaster, which is incredible. Now, I am someone that has played Witcher 3 since its release, and I'm someone that has modded this game since its release. Now, one thing that is pretty cool about this is we already have a bit of experience with the game getting an update. Whenever the next gen update came out, everything across the board was updated, and mods didn't really have issues, but I mean, mods in Witcher 3 do have a lot of issues naturally. So the transition to this new update will probably be pretty smooth, but modding The Witcher 3 is unfortunately not like it is for like Baldur's Gate 3, Skyrim, or Fallout. Typically, you have to use what's called the script merger here, which is going to merge all the different files in the packs here together. It is a headache to keep you guys in the loop on without getting too in the weeds with it. It basically takes things that may be mismatched from other mods and just kind of jams it together and merges them together so that your game runs properly. Now, it's hard to say they definitely wouldn't be able to implement something like this on console. There may be an internal way of this working, but this was one of the biggest pains in my rear whenever modding this game. Basically, mods don't like to play nice with each other. So the Red Kit, though, it does seem like there are some changes. I'm wondering if this new update to The Witcher will, like with obviously the graphics and everything that's changing in it, have some differences in how the mods will end up running, because it is a little bit rough to say the least. But we do have some ideas for mods that will likely come to console. And you're looking at one right now with that cloak that's on Geralt. Now, if you watched the E3 trailer a long time ago, you'll have seen Geralt had a cloak, which is obviously not within the game. This is one of the most popular mods. There's a number of different ones here, but there's things like the Geralt Cloak Mod here, which just adds cloaks. There's ones that add multiple different ones, so you can get different styles. Like I have this mod here, which adds in like multiple different colors of the hood. So you got different options. That's the one that it started off with. We got a very long hooded one there. So even smaller options. This is really cool. There's also a the tricorn hat as well. But you would likely see a different cosmetic style mods like this, because these are things that people care about, making Geralt feel like a real Witcher. Like this obviously feels very natural within the game. So we'll definitely be seeing more cosmetic style mods that just add to the game. I'm not sure, we may see some mods that change his face to like Henry Cavill, for example. I know those are really popular on here. But some of the most popular mods and common ones on like Fallout and Skyrim, for example, are mods that like change the weather and add things to it. So we can definitely see some of these mods. And these actually do enhance the game quite a bit. It just lets you see the world a little bit differently, despite you might not feel like weather mods do a lot to change the game. Things like realistic weather just honestly make some massive improvements. Now we'll have have to wait and see how this will work with the remaster, but I'm sure these type of mods will pop up. We'll also see your usual cheat mods, which leads me to the next thing I want to talk about with the trophies. Now, modding typically will disable trophies. I know a lot of people don't like that. It's unfortunately just the way it is, because you can add mods that will give you max everything, and there's even mods that literally just give you the trophies. So unfortunately, I don't think Sony and Xbox like that kind of stuff, so I don't think mods will allow trophies to be gained, which is just unfortunately the way it is. But you will see mods like fast travel from anywhere. Like, I guarantee this will be something that we'll see in the game. Better trophies even, which adds different types of heads to this. One of my personal favorites is galloping in cities, which does as the name implies, that you rip right through the cities. And there are very likely many more mods getting added. Now, one thing that's interesting is I do a weekly video on Baldur's Gate 3 mods, and I noticed last week that Modio was having some weird issues. It has been updated now, and I have a feeling that it was updated in regards to like The Witcher 3, because obviously Witcher 3 is a massive game. Like, it's going to be the highest selling game that is on Modio supported. Baldur's Gate 3 has a lot of sales, but Witcher 3 at this current moment, Witcher 3 has obviously sold a lot more than Baldur's Gate. So I do think that they've updated this website just to accommodate for that. So I recommend taking a look through it. Modio is honestly pretty solid as far as mod support goes. I know some people don't like it. They're stuck with their ways with Nexus. I use Nexus and I use Modio, and I think they both worked well together. So I do expect console modding to be somewhat similar to what it's like in like the Skyrims, the Baldur's Gate 3s of the console gaming. It may come with some issues because at natural, Witcher 3 is a very kind of mess of a game, with the script merger being required most of the times and everything just being kind of like not working smoothly together. So I do think we will see a lot of things that people want to have in a game like this. With a game like this, it's not like Baldur's Gate 3 where you have classes and subclasses, so that's where a lot of the mods come from, and making things like new enemies is very difficult because you do have to add in animations, but we can see changes to enemies that we currently have possibly, so like reskins of them. That is a little bit easier by just changing the texture versus making complete new animations. Trust me, I've tried to make new creatures in Baldur's Gate 3, and not that these games are alike in any way, making new animations, making new 3D models and all that is very difficult. Not to say that people won't do that, but it is a large project, and this game is getting up there in its age. But that could be something you could see down the road. Now, this also is another question I get often when we talk about mods in games like Witcher 3 is, will Cyberpunk get mod support? Now, I have seen some talking from the developers and like Discord saying that they've said it's impossible for that to happen, but I also didn't expect them to remaster The Witcher 3 and put all this effort into it and give it a free update and give free DLCs out to people. So never say never. I'm not going to say that Cyberpunk is like a game that's likely to get modded, because it is a very complex game, but The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk, between the two of them, Cyberpunk modding for me has been a lot smoother. A lot obviously has happened in game development since then, but Witcher 3 has to require that mod merger for it to work properly. So who knows what the future may hold. I just know that there's some very good things coming, so I will likely be doing videos on the Witcher 3 mod drops like I do with Baldur's Gate 3, so if you enjoy those, please hit the subscribe button below to stay updated with that. I've covered every single mod drop for Baldur's Gate, and I definitely plan on covering a lot of the stuff for this game as well. So yeah, I just wanted to provide a bit of an update as I got a few questions around. I'm super excited. I know you guys probably are too. So yeah, have yourself a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one.